As you can see, I am back with another video. And as you can see from the title of this video, this is kind of something new, but kind of something familiar. If you guys have seen my 1 hour NBA talking video, throughout it, I actually do talk about wanting to do a podcast, like an NBA podcast, and thinking about it, I think I kind of like made it already. I think that video was sort of like the pilot episode to a sort of NBA just rambling podcast, and if that's so, this might be technically episode 2, but we're gonna title this obviously the first one. So hopefully you guys enjoy this sort of, I guess, just quick, well, not really quick, just a whisper ramble on the NBA, sort of like in a free talking podcast form where I just sort of talk about randomness on here. It's not like a specific video, it's not like a special thing we're talking about, it's just all things NBA. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you do, make sure to give this video a like. Liking the video is the best thing you can do, and also showing support if I should do more of these sort of, I guess, random style of NBA videos. And also comment down below maybe some topics we can talk about in some of these episodes that I can be doing maybe a couple times a week, once a week, whatever you guys want to do. Just give me some comments down below of maybe some topics you guys would love to talk about, and maybe I'll even show some of you guys, if you guys want, on the screen. And if you guys have good comments, maybe I'll pop them up on screen too. So yeah, I think that is everything. This is going to be very much like a rough draft, because obviously, viewer interaction will be nice to have maybe in the next episode of this little podcast. So yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy, and I guess we can get started. Alrighty, and I think maybe the beginning of every single episode to this podcast, or whatever you want to call this, if you guys want me to also do maybe like a soft-spoken voice for these, if it is sort of like a podcast, definitely let me know. Again, down in the comments, I'm going to need a lot of pointers from you guys. I think at the beginning of every one, though, I think it'd be kind of fun if we did the daily Poeltl, which is, again, obviously like Wordle, but for NBA basketball. So to start out this, I guess, episode, we have tonight's Poeltl, and we're gonna be seeing if I can do it. I don't think I've ever failed one. Maybe I have before. I have looked at the silhouettes before, which, by the way, looking at the silhouette is the last thing you should do. You never should look at it beforehand or during your little guessing. Always wait to the very end to look at the silhouette, and I have done that before. So we're gonna see if I can do that again this time. So you guys know my trick for Poeltl is always guess a mid-tier role player. So tonight, let's think of one. Let's do the East Coast first, maybe. Okay, so like an East Coast role player from a random team. I've done the Magic before, I've done Terrence Ross before. I don't know why he always comes up. I always think of him as like a good role player, maybe that's why. Let's just do like Isaac Okoro. How about that? That's a good one. It's also in like a, maybe more of like a tougher division to think about. Those teams, the Central Division, I always forget those teams all the time, so maybe the Cleveland Cavaliers can sort of help me out with that. Okay, so this is a bad guess, so it's not a player in the East. That's pretty tough. He's a guard, it looks like, because he's not a forward guard. He might just be a guard, and he's under 6'5", so I'm assuming a point guard in the West. Okay, a point guard in the West who is also older than 21. Okay, so kind of a not a rookie, I'm assuming, or I guess it still could be a rookie, an older rookie. Let's do maybe maybe Anthony Simons from the Blazers. That's kind of a cop out, but hey, who cares? Okay, so it is someone from the West, obviously, but not in the Northwest Division, so that crosses off a lot of teams. He's taller than 6'3", so it could, I guess, be a shooting guard technically. So that's good to think of. Let's do the Pacific Division, and he's older than 21. Let's do like Devin Booker. Let's see if I can sort of nudge things down. Okay, so it is the Pacific Division as well. So yeah, 6'3". Oh yeah, I forgot the height. I knew Devin Booker was 6'5". I totally forgot that the height was 6'4". that's my bad. But it's a Pacific Division team. I'm already on guess number 4. So Lakers, Clippers, and the Warriors. So there's and also the Kings. Let's do like Russell Westbrook maybe. That's probably not gonna be him. It is a team in LA, the LA Lakers. Let's go, baby. Okay, so oh yeah, I also knew Westbrook was 6'3". I can't I keep forgetting about the height. I'm so stupid, I apologize. Okay, but a Laker player who's 6'4", under 33. Austin Reeves, maybe. Hold on, let me double check. I don't know Austin Reeves' number, so it could be him. I'm gonna say Austin Reeves. Let's see if that's right. It's not. Okay, Austin Reeves is 6'5". I did not know that. I thought he was about 6'4". Very close though. Oh man. Okay, so he's over 23, under 33, over 25. So he's like a mid-aged guy. So it's not Talon. I don't think he can be Talon because Talon I think is somewhere around the 20 range. So I don't think it's him. Yeah, he's older than 25, but younger than 33. Oh my God! What other guards do they have? They have Reeves, Westbrook, Malik Monk, but I don't think Monk is 6'4". I don't think he is. At least he might be my other option. Monk. I'll try Monk. If it's not Monk, I will have to think harder. It's not Monk. Dang it. Oh, it's so mad. Oh man, who else? Who else is on that team? And it's the Lakers too. Like I watch a bunch of Laker games. They're my second favorite team. Oh, Kent Bazemore. Bazemore. I think he was or is on that team. Maybe. I know at the beginning of the year he was, and then didn't he get cut or traded or something like that? I don't even think he made it on the team. It is in fact Kent Bazemore. Thank God. Whew. Yeah, I don't know why I thought of him, but we got him. Yeah, Kent Bazemore. I solved it in 7, and that was actually kind of tough because, again, I don't think Kent Bazemore finished the season with the Lakers. Did not. I don't know, but wow, what a ride. That was a pretty tough one. Not gonna lie, that one I'm pretty happy I got. Alright, so I think that's kind of a cool way to start every episode. If you guys want me to like condense it to make it a little bit shorter, I can try to do that. I'm kind of just like feeling things out really. So if you guys want me to make that segment, that's kind of a big word, segment for this episode to be shorter, let me know. So now I think pretty fitting to do some NBA playoff talk. I think that's also probably going to be a normal thing on this sort of, I guess, podcast, whatever you want to call this, would be the NBA playoff, because that's obviously the only thing that's really going on right now. So as of right now, let me go through some of the series. So we have today, as you guys are watching this video, we would have the Celtics and the Bucks, and that would be game number 4. Pretty decisive game 4, that's for sure. If the Bucks win that game, they would be up 3-1 on the Celtic team. That was looking pretty good after their first round against the Nets. Then you would also have the Grizzlies and the Warriors. That's also game number 4 again. The Warriors win that game. The Warriors would be up 3-1. Pretty important games. Those will already be done by the time this video is out. That's it's kind of disappointing. But then we have the Heat and the 76ers played yesterday for you guys. That would be, yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, so the series is tied for that series 2-2. Both teams winning out on home court. The Sixers having Joel Embiid miraculously come back in game 3 and sort of just have whatever presence that he brought and sort of revitalized that squad to really put them back in this really even out series. Then the Suns and the Mavericks are also tied at 2 apiece, which again, I apologize, Dallas. I just talked about them in one of my last videos, saying I haven't really been watching the games. I kind of already knew where the series was going, and then game 3 happens, and then I watched the entirety of game 4, and man, what a fun game that was. And man, the Suns are looking beatable. It's kind of scary. Oh my goodness, it's tied 2-2, which is kind of cool. So yeah, those are the two, I guess, Brunson are really starting to learn how to play together more effectively. Obviously, we saw this sort of new, I guess, way Jalen Brunson was playing since Luka was out at the beginning of the playoffs, and sort of played a certain way, was very successful at it, and then they had to sort of go back to how they used to play with Luka being in the lineup. I think now they're finally learning how to play, but also be very effective together. We had them in their last game. Brunson scored 18, Luka scored 26, pretty great. Also, Dorian Finney-Smith, who's their great great. He's a very solid two-way player. Scored 24 points on 38 minutes, which is pretty insane. He also shot 8 for 13 from 3, which is just crazy. And for the Suns, it's mostly just like the lack of help from obviously the sort of the big three-headed monster on that team with Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and also just the fact that Booker looks out, he's out there by himself. By that I mean like between the three-headed monster, not by himself completely. He scored 35 in their last game. That was game 4, and Chris Paul had 5 points. Ayton had 14 points. Chris Paul also fouled out of the game, which is pretty sad to see. So I'm assuming game 5 they're really gonna pick up the pace, and I would predict, if I could, a Suns wins, because the Suns have just been on a downhill trajectory. I feel like they're playing at their worst. It can really only get better from here. I'm assuming for the Suns. I'll even knock on wood, not trying to jinx anybody, but I think it gets better from here. I think they probably win game 5. But that series has been pretty entertaining, a lot more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. And then the Heat-Sixers series I thought was also going to be like a 6-game series because of no Joel Embiid, but I guess Joel Embiid felt fine enough to play game 3, which I didn't even think he'd even be a thought to even play until game 4, which I was pretty crazy and pretty excited to see him play game 3. Jimmy Butler in this series has been absolutely amazing. They're scoring 40 points, 6 assists, shot 12 of 13 from the free throw line as well. Also had 2 blocks, 2 steals in their latest game. But again, the others of that team haven't really doing a lot. Lowry hasn't really looked himself since coming back from injury. Tyler Hero has been, again, sort of on and off throughout the series, and Bam Adebayo has been sort of just pretty meh. Hasn't really done anything super crazy. Hasn't really been playing under himself. Has just been playing Bam Adebayo, which is good. It's good enough to win, but when the others aren't really helping, you gotta give a little extra, you know what I mean? And then on the other hand, I feel like Harden, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, their usual guys are playing all relatively good. No one's really stepping up to be that sort of superstar like they need. Obviously, like Joel Embiid or James Harden, they're all playing pretty stellar, which is, again, pretty much all you need to have a successful series. It's just that. But I think obviously as the series goes on, Joel Embiid gets a little bit healthier every day. James Harden can maybe find a rhythm. It looks like the Sixers are making me eat my words. And it looks like they might pull out with this series if they can sort of continue on this trajectory, obviously. And with today's series for you guys, these games are already over, so I'm just guesstimating if I'm wrong. Hey, I'm wrong, but the Celtics and the Bucks. I mean, the Bucks have been looking extremely good. Obviously, Jason Tatum probably had his worst playoff game. The last game they played, which I think was on Friday or Saturday. It was Saturday. Jason Tatum had just not a good game whatsoever, and it might be because of just been bad shooting. It could have been sort of new thing that the Bucks are trying. I don't know, but I would say, it looks like the Bucks may have figured something out. And obviously, when Giannis is scoring 40 plus points in a game, that's also going to be a reason why y'all are going to lose. So, man, do I say the Bucks take a 3-1 lead against this crazy Celtic team, which, I mean, some people already had them sort of picked out to make it to the finals, maybe even winning a title potentially, I don't know, but when you're facing a sort of, already battle-tested championship team with the Bucks, it's going to take a lot more than a couple games to sort of rattle them to give up, and they definitely haven't, so it's definitely looking pretty good. This game would be in Milwaukee. You know what, I think I would give it to Milwaukee. I think they do take a 3-1 lead, if I'm being completely honest. I could be wrong. Maybe I hope I'm wrong, I don't know, but maybe I'll just say I hope I'm wrong because I want this to be a longer series and it's a lot more fun to watch, but I don't know, the Bucks are looking really good. Then you have the Grizzlies and the Warriors, and again, sort of a series that's making me eat my words. I thought the sort of Timberwolf series with the Grizzlies sort of showed how beatable this Grizzlies team was, and they were sort of of a Minnesota Timberwolves team, which they're definitely not a bad team, but obviously when you're a 2 seed facing a 7 seed, you definitely want to show out a little bit more than that, and they didn't. So I thought the Grizzlies were gonna get 5 to 6 gamed by this crazy Warrior team. They're having looking like a lot of fun playing against that Denver Nuggets series, and it's looking a lot closer. And I mean, do I say that Ja Morant might be the best player in this series? Can I say that? He's playing the best individually, I could say. I mean, he's putting up 40-point bombs. He's knocking down crazy, almost half-court threes. Like, he is doing pretty much everything for this Grizzly team. And obviously Steph Curry's looking amazing. And then now they have Jordan Poole coming off the bench, which I think might be the key to their success, would be obviously having Jordan Poole come off the bench, starting Steph, Clay, and Wiggins in that sort of normal team. And even the defensive capability of Kuminga in the starting lineup, I feel like is also very, very, very good from Steve Kerr. Keeping Jordan Poole off the bench, let him cook and do whatever he wants in that second unit. But I think this first unit is pretty solid. So this is going to be in Golden State. I think I'm going to pick also the home team in this one. I think I'm going to pick up Golden State to win this game. Yeah, but to win out the series, I think still the Warriors. I'm going to take them over the Grizzlies. I might still take out the Bucks. You guys know at the start of the playoffs, I picked the Bucks to make it to the finals. I think that's still true till now. And the Heat Sixers one, I picked the Heat to win out because I thought Joel Embiid would really not be there till Game 4. But man, it looks like it's really starting to make a turn for the worse for them. So I think I might take the Sixers on that series now. And then Suns Mavericks, I'll still believe in the Suns. But man, if Game 5 comes around, and Game 5 is the most important game of any series. Game 5 is the clinch game. I feel like, at least in me, in my own opinion, it could be a different one for you, but Game 5 to me is the most important game of any NBA series. Whoever wins Game 5 for either the Heat or either the Suns Mavericks series, I think that wins out for whoever wins that one. So I guess that can be a pick for me. And yeah, also let me know down in the comments maybe your new champion, maybe who you have winning out in some of the series. Again, something I can sort of read off of. Maybe doing the next episode, I can involve you guys in the next episode. Again, sort of make it like a podcasty type thing. I think that could be kind of fun. Okay, so now I'm on sort of like a third segment, you could say, for this video, and I think again doing like Poeltl, then sort of like a current day, sort of like what's happening. So again, like the NBA playoffs, and then maybe like a third section of the video where it's like a random thing, like maybe one day it can be a start bench cut, maybe one day it can be a would you rather, or this or that, or a sort of a guessing NBA player game or something like that. But tonight I think I'm just going to be going through maybe some of the Bleacher Report articles that have been come out in very recent weeks, and they actually have a couple of cool articles. This first one I kind of want to see is buying or selling. If you know that sort of term, buying or selling, it's sort of like, do you believe or not believe in recent NBA playoff breakout stars? And I think that's kind of a cool title article. So let's take a look. And again, yeah, you can sort of cooperation. Maybe down in the comments you can believe, buy or sell on some of the recent playoff stars that maybe had a breakout sort of series. Okay, so the first one they read off actually is DeAndre Hunter for the Atlanta Hawks in the Atlanta Hawks first round matchup against the Miami Heat. In the postseason, he averaged 21 points per game, 4 rebounds, and about a steal a game as well. That's pretty good. In the regular season, he averaged 13 points and 3 rebounds. Wow, that is a pretty big jump. There definitely was some points in time where definitely Hunter looked like he could maybe grow, or at least be more comfortable in being that second option next to Trae Young. Do I believe that? No. Would I even want him to be that? No. I think the Hawks still need to look for another, B. Robin type of option next to Trae Young. I think Hunter is a great piece. He's a great starter. I think he should averaging currently 22.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal a game. It's Tyrese Maxey, and I do believe Tyrese Maxey could be a star one day. I'll buy that. Could he be the best player on a team one day? Right now, I would say no, but could he be like a star, like, you know, like a really solid piece, like a 2 option on a title winning team one day? I think he has that capability. I would just love for him to sort of soak up this opportunity playing alongside a player who sort of plays like him a little bit with James Harden. I'm hoping he is just digging into the brain of James Harden, learning everything he can while he can. And if he does, man, if he can look like anything like a potential James Harden type of player, that's going to be amazing. So I'll think I will buy that. I think he could be an all-star one day. Yeah, I think so for sure. But I think that's definitely the closest thing we've seen so far to sort of a buying or selling for a star, and it's definitely Tyrese Maxey. And man, he is so good. He's so talented. He does get a little streaky every once in a while, but he's looking pretty good. They name off Jalen Brunson from the Dallas Mavericks, averaging in the playoffs 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal as well. This is gonna hurt, but I'm gonna sell. I think I'm gonna sell on the fact of Jalen Brunson. Do I think Jalen Brunson can consistently, like next season, be a 20-plus point per game scorer? I don't think so. Even if he was on like a random team and he's the starting point guard, like the Knicks, who have been interested in signing him, or some other random team when he's a point guard. I don't even know. I don't know, but some other random team. I think he could be a starter for a team, maybe. But I think he's definitely an amazing role for him would be a 6-man. I think that's definitely the most typical role, and I think he also kind of did that throughout the season. But again, this is a buy or sell star, and I don't think he could be a star one day. Can he be a starter? Sure, but I would rather buy that Tyrese Maxey becomes a star than Jalen Brunson. Is he gonna get a bag this offseason? That I will buy for sure. And he's looked really good. I loved how he played in the Utah series. He was, man, in that Utah series, he was maybe the best player in that Utah series until Luka Doncic came back. He was outshining maybe even Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. Maybe that's very arguable, but he's definitely gonna get a lot of money. So Dallas can say bye-bye to Brunson unless they want to give him a lot of money. And lastly, the player to talk about is Jordan Poole, and that is one I will buy. I will buy that next to Tyrese Maxey. He's averaging this as well. So